Today, we're exploring a topic that affects so many of us: the dynamic between empaths and narcissists. As a highly sensitive empath, I know firsthand how draining these relationships can be. As empaths, our big hearts and deep capacity for feeling often make us the perfect target for narcissists. This is one of the most challenging relationships empaths have to navigate, but it can also be one of the most transformational. Today, you'll learn not only how to navigate the narcissistic relationship, but also how to reclaim your power. In a healthy relationship, both people give and take. It's a balance, a partnership where both are nurtured and supported. But what happens when one person does all the giving while the other only takes? Sound familiar? This is often the case when an empath and a narcissist come together. Let's start by understanding what it means to be an empath. Empaths are incredibly sensitive, intuitive, and compassionate. Their ability to sense and read others' emotions is often felt deeply in the body through the second or sacral chakra, making empaths natural healers. If you aren't sure if you're an empath, here are some questions to help you get started. Can you easily pick up on other people's feelings? Do you often get overwhelmed when surrounded by others who are stressed? Do your friends and family often turn to you with their problems? Were you told you were being overly sensitive? If any of those resonated with you, you may be a feeler with the ability to sense the emotions. If you want to take my empath test and identify your special empath skills, head on over to my website, juliebachos.com, and click on the Empaths tend to absorb emotions of others, which can be both a gift and a burden. They are compassionate, intuitive, and often the best listeners. Empaths, on the flip side, narcissists are almost the polar opposite. They crave attention and validation, have a grandiose sense of self-importance, and often lack empathy. They manipulate others to meet their own needs and, in many cases, don't feel bad about it at all. They thrive on what's known as narcissistic supply, using others as an energy source to meet their endless need for validation. Narcissists often seek out empaths specifically for this supply, making them what some call energetic vampires. A person may be diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder if they meet at least 5 criteria, such as lacking empathy, being exploitative, or having an inflated sense of self-importance. But whether or not a narcissist has a clinical diagnosis, the traits they exhibit can create unhealthy relationship dynamics for. So why do these opposites attract? It all comes down to their complementary yet toxic traits. Empaths are natural givers. They feel a sense of responsibility to care for others and often believe they can heal people through their love and support. On the other hand, narcissists are natural takers. They thrive on receiving attention, admiration, and validation. Dr. Sabrina Romanoff, a clinical psychologist, describes this dynamic as a symbiotic pair. The empath gives endlessly, while the narcissist feels entitled to take without reciprocation. In the beginning, the empath might be drawn to the narcissist's confidence and charm, while the narcissist is drawn to the empath's compassion and willingness to meet their needs. But over time, the relationship becomes one-sided. The empath is drained of their energy, love, and self-worth, while the narcissist continues to demand more. But this dynamic is dangerous. The empath pours their energy, love, and time into the narcissist, hoping to heal them. Meanwhile, the narcissist takes and takes without reciprocating. Over time, the empath becomes emotionally and energetically drained. I often say that leaving a narcissistic relationship can feel quite a bit like leaving a cult. The narcissist uses manipulation and gaslighting to make the empath their reality, doubt their intuition, and feel unworthy. But once an empath steps away, they often feel clearer, brighter, and more empowered than they have in years. Breaking free from a narcissistic relationship is one of the hardest experiences an empath can go through. Why? Because empaths often struggle to validate their own needs. They've likely been gaslit by the narcissist into believing they're too sensitive, too demanding, or not worthy of love. I've seen this time and again with my clients, and I've lived it myself. Dr. Romanoff explains that empaths are often drawn to narcissistic partners because they resemble early caregivers. This subconscious connection creates a desire for what's called a corrective emotional experience, a chance to finally earn love from someone who is emotionally unavailable. If you're an empath in this situation, one strategy to gain clarity is to keep a journal of the times you felt starved in the relationship. Write down moments when your needs, whether for love, quality time, or validation, were ignored or dismissed. Seeing these patterns on paper can help you recognize that the relationship may be harming you more than it's helping. If you're an empath navigating a relationship with a narcissist, protecting yourself. Before we dive into how empaths can protect themselves, it's important to recognize the signs of a narcissistic relationship. Sometimes these relationships can feel confusing or even normal because of the emotional manipulation at play. Here are some key signs that you might be in a relationship with a narcissist. Number 1, constant emotional drain. Do you always feel like you're giving while the other person is only taking? Narcissists thrive on receiving validation and care without giving back, leaving you feeling energetically depleted. Number 2, gaslighting. Gaslighting is when someone makes you question your reality or your intuition. If you're constantly being told you're too sensitive or that your feelings are invalid, this could be a form of emotional manipulation. Number 3, lack of empathy. Does your partner show little regard for your emotions, needs, or experiences? Narcissists often struggle to empathize and focus instead on their own needs. Number 4, control and manipulation. Narcissists tend to control situations to maintain power, whether through subtle manipulation or outright demands. If you feel like you're walking on eggshells, this could be a huge red flag. Number 5, shifting blame. Do you find yourself apologizing often, even when the situation wasn't your fault? Narcissists are skilled at deflecting blame and making you feel like you're the problem. Number 6, ignoring boundaries. If you've set boundaries and they are repeatedly crossed or dismissed, this is another clear sign of a toxic dynamic. If any of this feels familiar, it's important to listen to your intuition. Often empaths stay in these relationships because they hope things will change or they believe they can heal the narcissist. By recognizing these patterns, you take the first step toward protecting yourself and Let's get into 4 strategies. Number 1, set clear boundaries. Narcissists will push and test your limits. Setting firm boundaries might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's essential to protect your energy. I always tell my clients that once you start setting boundaries, expect those people who have been taking advantage of your energy to push back. They are not going to like the fact that you are reclaiming your power and drawing the line. Number 2, recognize and communicate your needs. Understand whether your partner is capable. If they consistently dismiss or minimize them, it's time to reassess the relationship. Number 3, trust your intuition. If something feels off, trust yourself. Narcissists are skilled at gaslighting, convincing you that what you're feeling isn't real. Your intuition will be your strongest guide. Don't discount it. Number 4, maintain a strong sense of self. Don't lose yourself in the relationship. Keep investing in your hobbies, social network, and self-care. These are the anchors that can help you maintain your identity. Leaving a narcissist relationship isn't just about ending the dynamic. It's about reclaiming your power and redefining your self-worth. Many empaths discover that these relationships serve as powerful initiations. They learn exactly where they will never give their power away again. They develop fierce boundaries and a deeper understanding of their own value. Carl Jung once said, "Our biggest mistake as humans is assuming others are psychologically similar to ourselves." Empaths often can't fathom the self-serving motivations of a narcissist, so they dismiss their intuition and try to heal the narcissist instead. But healing someone who refuses to acknowledge their behavior is never your responsibility. If you're an empath in a relationship with a narcissist, know this: you are not responsible for fixing them. You deserve a relationship that uplifts and nourishes you. Remember, love is stronger than fear. Setting boundaries, speaking your truth, and prioritizing your well-being isn't selfish. It's self-love. Empaths and narcissists may be drawn to each other, but this pairing is rarely a foundation for a healthy, sustainable relationship. If you're an empath feeling drained and unfulfilled, remember this: your needs are valid, and you deserve a partnership built on. Healing from a relationship with a narcissist takes time, but it is possible. Therapy, journaling, and reconnecting with your intuition are powerful tools to help you regain your strength and reclaim your sense of self. Before we wrap up today's episode, I want to guide you through a simple but powerful exercise to help you clear any energy that isn't yours. As empaths, we often absorb emotions and energies from others, and it's vital to release these to maintain our own balance and health. Let's begin. Find a comfortable space. Sit or lie down somewhere quiet where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose, holding it at the top of the breath for a count of 3. Then slowly exhale through your mouth. Picture a glowing light surrounding your body. This is your energy field. Imagine it shining brightly, clear, and strong. Now visualize any energy that doesn't belong to you, thoughts, feelings, or sensations you've picked up from others. See it as a dark or cloudy mist. See this mist gently moving away from your body, dissolving into the ground, or floating far away. Next, imagine calling your energy back to you. Picture it returning as a vibrant golden light, filling every part of your body and energy field. With each breath, feel yourself becoming more grounded and whole. Finally, visualize a protective layer of light around you, like a shimmering bubble. Set the intention that only loving and supportive energy can enter this space. Now take a moment to breathe deeply and feel the clarity and lightness within you. Use this activity anytime you feel drained or overwhelmed by others' energy. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Intuit with the Intuitive. If this topic resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're looking for more information on how to connect with your intuition, head on over to my website, juliebachos.com, and click on resources to learn more. Until next time, take care of your energy and protect your peace. Be sure to follow the podcast for more discussions on relationship, energy, empaths, and emotional wellness. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Intuit with the Intuitive. I hope you found today's discussion enlightening and inspiring. Remember, embracing your intuition and nurturing your holistic wellness are key steps towards living a balanced and joy-filled life. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing, rating, and leaving a review on your favorite podcast platform. Your support helps us reach more listeners and continue to bring you valuable content. For free resources and additional information, visit our website at juliebachos.com. If you are on Instagram or Facebook, I'd love to connect with you. Find me at Julie Bachos. Feel free to reach out with any questions, comments, or topics you'd like us to cover in future episodes, or just stop by and say hello, as we love to hear from our listeners. Until next time, trust your intuition, embrace your wellness journey, and keep shining your light. The world needs it. I'm Julie Bachos, and this has been Intuit with the Intuitive. Stay tuned and stay intuitive.